Look what Jimmy Houston caught, y'all.
There's my
Look
first
what
Camelot.
Jimmy Houston
There's
caught.
my first Camelot Bell bass right
Take
there.
him, sir.
There's my first Camelot Bell bass.
Congratulations,
Thank
Jimmy.
you. Golly. Well, I'm a gate man right now. We just got the Camelot Bell. I got Mike Frazier here and his side by side. We're going to go out and make a few throws this evening. And he's got a 13.5 pound. It's 13.5 when he put her in this one pond over there. He needs to get her out and move it. And I'm going to take my spinnerbait out there and throw it around. And there's a lot of bait in there, and it's a pretty good sized pond. In this other pond right here on this side, he's got some big male fish in there. And we're just going out and looking. First time we ever got here, and going to go out and just look around, visit with Mike about what he's doing, and because this is probably the premier place in the entire United States, I guess probably the world, to catch bass 10 pounds or more, 12 pounds and more, 13 pounds and more. And so we're going to fish for the next couple of days. This evening, we're just looking. That, yeah, a lot of those Floridas probably never will hit a lure.
I don't know if these tilapia right here are in here by the millions.
So you raise all your own tilapia, but they'll die. They die during the winter.
They die every winter. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take all these tilapia. Look at the babies coming.
I see the tilapia right there. Yeah.
See them all coming right here by the thousands.
Frogs. Got lots of frogs. Can I throw a lure in here?
There's nothing in there.
Oh,
that's not the one you're going to do. This is all tilapia. Well, I'm going to take you down where it's a little bit more.
On these little ponds like this, Mike, how many tilapia do you put in to start them in the spring?
Now, I put about 50 in here because I wanted a bunch, and that's what we have.
That's all you put's 50, though?
Yeah, but that's 50 like this.
Yeah, but still, yeah, that's not
They're
many.
very prolific.
Oh, I know.
And they lay their egg in the nest, and they carry their eggs and hatch their eggs in their mouth and carry their young.
Yeah.
And look how they're just brewing in here.
Oh, yeah.
I've got thousands of little tiny ones all the way up to 3 and 4 inches. Look at them coming.
Yeah, yeah.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run a seine across here in another 2 weeks.
How deep is this pond?
This is probably 4 foot here, but it goes down to 8 or 10.
Yeah.
But I'm fixing to run a seine across here, Jimmy, and move these where? To the wolf pack.
Yep.
It's going to eat all that stuff I'm fixing to show you, and it's going to give a heck of a protein boost for these big bass.
Oh, yeah, it will. There's no doubt about it.
Let's move up here and I'll show you this big one.
A lot of protein.
There we're coming up on the wolf pack. What a lake this one is.
Now you built this one in '98.
Yes, sir. 97.
When you build a wolf pack?
2015.
2015. You know you know how amazing that is.
It's unbelievable, really.
Listen, my big lake at my house was built in '98, '99. I didn't build it.
Right.
But some other people built it, and I bought the property. But '98, '99, when we built another lake, we built it in 2005. It filled up 2007 and 8. But we lost that big lake. The dam broke. We lost it in 2015. So this is 5 years. We put fish back in 2016.
Wow.
So it's amazing you built that. So that lake is basically the same age
as your lake.
Because it's new again.
Exactly. It's new again.
The spot was there. It just needed to be filled up with
water. The only difference is the location and the genetics.
And I didn't put 60 bass over 10 pounds in it.
Camelot Bell strain.
Yeah.
Camelot Bell strain.
These fish,
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's what's phenomenal. And I'm not trying to sell my fish.
Yeah.
But look, and we've already proved it. People that buy it from me, they come back. They say, Mike, these fish are unbelievable.
Yeah.
I have guys that bought fingerlings that have already posted, what was that one I put on the internet? 14.5 or 15.5.
How old is that fish? Like 6 years old?
Yeah, exactly. But that's this strain of fish.
Yeah.
I mean, all fish won't grow that big. It just ain't gonna happen.
No, they won't.
So you gotta have the genetics. And until I can find something better, I mean, I stumbled into this in '98. I was blessed with it. And let me tell you, I've looked and I studied hard. I was one of the only ones that kept that group of 180,000. There was a group of 180,000 flown in that Harold Arms had flown in from Central Florida in 1998. I got the first seining of the big fingerlings that would stayed in the bigger.
How many you reckon you put in?
I know what I put in there to the count. 250, sir. That is it.
250.
250
fingerlings, that's all?
Select fingerlings out of that 180,000, probably from his best females.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, I have yet to ever find fish that has the girth that comes past the
it's amazing.
The angle
that
gland.
picture you showed me.
It turns it back
that one
there.
you caught off the
They're
pier.
like an upside down U, and they've got a thicker gullet.
Yeah.
They're a different fish, and I mean,
They're
I was
broad
able
across
to.
the back.
We were able to keep them pure, and we were able to even weed out the less inferior genetics and even make it better. As we took more fish out, managing it, it makes it better. People need to listen to your local biologist that's trying to help you. They have all the tools that you need to grow big fish with, but nobody will listen to them. Because they don't want to take those precious. They think they're so precious.
Yeah.
See,
but all the fish you have in Wolfpack.
And they're not.
Yeah, all the fish you have in Wolfpack came out of Camelot Bell. And you caught them all with the rod and reel?
Every
60?
one of them. No, not me.
I mean, y'all did.
Yeah,
though.
my
y'all
client,
did.
some of the TCU chaplain.
Yeah,
I had videos of probably 30 of them released in here.
Wow.
Fish. There's
Boy, you got a real good algae bloom going.
Yeah,
I like that.
it just started.
That's good algae right there.
But all of this will change when I biocycle it. It's going to wait till you see it again. I mean, look down here. Go ahead and throw your spinnerbait out there.
I don't see.
Go ahead and throw it because they're out there. They're waiting on this feeder to go off. I mean, you may catch a giant with that thing. Just work this whole area through here.
On a Project Sports Classic that I got second in, and it's almost identical situation, but it was on shad at a, and it was a sewer. It was dumping in down in Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah.
That big sewer. I got a bite.
Good.
A big sewer plant. See those bluegill way out there. That might have been a bluegill that hit my bait.
Could have been.
Look at those bluegill go. Yeah, my bait's running into bluegill. Yeah.
You should hear a big chukug here in a minute.
That's what I'm watching for, is one of them big bass to come up and run my spinnerbait through there in case one of the big bass wants to hit that thing up on top of the water.
They'll do it. They'll do it.
I can see a big mouth come up there.
See, there's not many here right now. They would already blown up on it, Larry. I'm just telling you, not necessarily on your bait, but they would have blown up on the bluegill. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. They'd blow them slap out of the water.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened that
They knew you were coming.
On that American Angler deal.
Yeah.
They would knock them up on top of the pads.
Right.
They'd be flopping around on them pads and them bass would get them.
Oh, boy.
And there'd be 3 or 4 of them. I got one on over 10 pounds I had hooked, but he got hung up in the pads. I had him up top of the water, and I reached down to get him. I finally got my boat over there to him, and I reached down to get him. But what I did in that tournament is I'd go catch a limit early. I think it's 7 or 8 fish limit back then. I caught 7 or 8 fish, and I'd go tie up to this stump, sit there and wait on them to come up. Every now and then they'd come up, and I'd hook one, never more than one, but one every time. Sometimes I'd land him, and they were like 6, 7, 8 pound fish.
Yeah,
they were big ones.
But they were in there.
Oh yeah, and they were there.
You're going to fish it, and you're going to see it tomorrow on your depth finder. You can say, there's them steps Mike's telling me about. And you may see some big old fish in there resting, big bass. You cannot get them to hit nothing, anything,
really.
when they come up on the hump. Get ready. They don't want to get up there and get pecked on. Bluegill pecks on. Do you know bluegill will peck on a bass?
Well, yeah, just like they peck on us when we're swimming.
Yeah, the same thing. Yeah. They do that. They want to get out of the way. I learned all this stuff.
Do most of those big ones, when you're out there, are they laying in like 8 or 10 foot of water?
Yeah, a lot of them are even in the, about like that. And a lot of them will be down there. But now wait till you see what's suspended off that dam tomorrow. You're going to say, holy moly. You're going to see it on your live scope. And you may catch the dream fish of your life. I don't know what's going to happen. You got to get out there. But this side where the wind's been blowing over here and the weeds are up, man, they were all out in the front of it with brush hogs, all sizes of fish. all sizes. Big fish, little fish, healthy fish, little mouth, big body. You'll see this
Larry
well.
said when he caught those 3, it was like almost 100 degrees that day.
Yeah. Well, they're out there waiting on it. Look at that big bull right there in the bottom. You know good and well that's probably a big bass that's sitting right there churning. There's one.
There's one right there.
Oh, Jimmy, what you got?
There's one. Grab that
Get
crank
him,
plug.
get him, Jimmy. Mr. Houston,
Oh,
you got a
look at
bass there. That could be a double D.
Holy cow.
I got the bogus right here.
He's awful close
Stay
to
with
a
him.
double digit if he's not.
Stay with him.
God, look at that. I got barbless hooks on here too.
Oh, I had
don't
the
know if he'll
bogus
quite
and I
make
didn't
10
put
or
them in
not.
my truck.
He's big though.
I had my bogus.
He's big.
Stay with him, Jimmy.
He's big.
You got him, Jimmy. Look what Jimmy Houston caught, y'all.
There's my
Look
first
what
Camelot.
Jimmy Houston
There's my
caught.
first Camelot Bell bass right
Take
there.
him, sir.
There's my first Camelot Bell bass.
Congratulations,
Thank
Jimmy.
you. Golly. I believe he might weigh 10.
He
Sure enough.
is that's a
He's
double
very-
D.
he's
That's
very
a double
heavy.
D. Yep.
He's very.
I had my bogus with me, but I think I had them in the truck.
Oh no, man.
I had them.
I guarantee you, I'd like to know what he weighs because I know he weighs. I know he was 10.
Yeah, it's a 10-pounder. Let me
Okay.
check for sure. I'm pretty sure.
That's definitely.
What you got there, Jimmy Houston? Welcome to Camelot Bell, first
Welcome
evening
to
out.
Camelot Bell, first fish.
Now I'm gonna go photo. Look at one more time with me. Boom,
One eye. That's a one-eye
Boom.
fish.
boom, boom. She's 10 and a half, right at 11.
I think it's close to 11. I'd
Yeah,
say
she is.
It's.
We'll
it's-
call her 11-pound fish.
It's heavy. It's heavy. Goodbye, baby
Grab
girl.
your rod and let's see if we can get you another one, Mr. Houston.
How about that? How about that? Old deep smoothie crankbait. Old deep smoothie struck again.
Let's do it again, Jimmy.
You love it when a plan comes.
Absolutely. I love it.
Boy, that bait was close to the bank when it hit too.
Yes, she was.
I pushed the button on my reel and gave it line.
I saw that. She was fixing to do something to that monofilament.
Yeah, he's.
She had shoulders on her.
That's when I was in a little bit of trouble. Then he turned and run out back toward the
Oh,
middle.
I had you. I was going to dive in if you fell in. I got your back, brother. I got your back.
Once he turned back, she turned back out toward the middle though. Yeah, I pushed the button, gave her line pretty quick.
They love feeding on those
Hang
bluegill.
around there eating those bluegill.
They love the bluegill.
That's why they're so big too.
And you have to have the big bluegill. That's what the old biologist told me.
I
Your
agree.
big bluegill are your McDonald's. Those are your what lays the eggs and guards the nest from these big bass because they swell up twice their size and try to blow their bodies up to look real big. And it takes a big bluegill to keep a big bass off of them. So
Those
you
are
got to
some,
have them.
those are some big bluegill.
I
right
move
there.
a lot of them in the early summer, late spring.
That was pretty cool right there. I'm glad I retied that.
And I had my bogas in my truck. I just didn't put them in here. I took them out of my boat.
You didn't think I was gonna catch one.
No, I did. I took them out of my boat, Jimmy, to go in here. Yes, I did too. Thank you, Will. I sure did think you was going to.
Well, you were right. I did.
And I heard a big fish behind me, ka-whoop, you know, so I knew there was something back there on that hump. And I looked back over my shoulder again, and here's a red-winged blackbird coming right along the water line, and a big double D come up and tried to eat that red-winged blackbird. So help me.
Really? I've heard
That's
of
the first time I've ever seen
I've heard
that.
them doing that. I've never seen it.
Out of that, on that
never-
hump.
Yeah, I've never seen it. Off this pier?
Off this pier. We pushed it out another 20 feet. Larry Walker did, we did. And it just really made this thing. I got my nets out here like I got over there. But I have a landing here. We went ahead and got real good bumper pads for real nice boats and things. But Jimmy, you can hang up in that
I'm hung up on a fish.
Good for you. Big fish. Big fish.
I'm hung up on a fish.
Hey, don't keep him out of all that stuff.
That's a good one.
There's a bunch of mess over there he can get in.
He's got a mess right now. He's got a face full of hooks. It's a big one too.
Stay with him, Jimmy.
Got to get over here.
I hope he don't get in the pole.
Get him out of that.
Get him out of there.
Get him out of that stuff right there.
Get him out of there, Captain. Oh, you're doing good, Jimmy. He can't get under here. He ain't gonna hurt you. Oh, what do you have a hold of here, Jimmy Houston? Another double D.
And you left the
Oh, he got another good one.
you left the scales at home. He's not as big as that other one.
That's a beautiful
Boy, did
fish.
he eat that bait?
Yes.
Did he eat that
He
bait?
ate it.
Holy moly!
Look what a beautiful fish, Jimmy.
See,
Houston.
you know, Mike. Let's just turn around here, cause the sunshine. Yeah, let's turn around here cause the sunshine. You know, Mike. See, this is the reason right here that I love barbless hooks. See how he ate that crankbait?
Yeah, I see that.
Now he's got one hook down there, and without a barb on it, we should be able to kind of turn that right out of there. If I had a pair of needle nose, get down there, but it just turned right out. Now I hooked him coming up. See that?
Beautiful job.
That's a
good job, Jimmy Houston.
That's a 7.5 pound fish right there. That other fish was so much.
Oh,
that other
yeah.
fish's eyes was twice that big.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that's a 7.5 pound fish right there. One of the things when you hold big fish up, and I see people all the time, hold them up, take your pictures that way right there. If you're going to do this, hold it sideways and support that where you're not putting any pressure on this down here.
Right.
Yeah, I like to hold them out like that.
But Jimmy, I'm going to show you.
The longer your arms are.
I'm going to show you one more thing. I don't like for people to show their fish where they banana boat this fish like that.
I don't like that either.
Kick the back down.
Huh.
Kick the back down.
I like that.
I'm not trying to tell the master, but I'm just telling you, I take a lot of
mine
pictures.
like that.
There it is. Good job, Jimmy. Woo! All righty. Welcome to the bell.
What do you do there? You kiss your smoothie. Mike, I noticed on the Camelot Bell website that, and it's just camelotbell.com, if I remember right. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, camelotbell.com, B-E-L-L, Camelot Bell. And I noticed that you have the calendar on there, and I noticed that you can go in there and look and see what days are open to fish either this lake or the Wolfpack, and you just that's how you figure out the days it's open. So they don't really have to call you and ask about that.
They don't.
They
Actually, my wife, the 625-0003 number is a number to call to get the booking. That way you're sure to get booked, and if a bad weather comes in, we can move you around. If we both try to book, it becomes problems.
How far?
I've double booked before.
Oh, I understand. How far are you from Waco? It's not far.
35 miles.
35 miles from Waco, and
we're northeast.
100 south of Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100 south of Dallas. So if somebody wanted to come in here and, I mean, we've been out here fishing just off the bank this evening a little bit before it gets dark, and I caught a bass over 11, another one over 7. I mean, that's just pretty amazing. And but if somebody can actually fly into Dallas or what, and get a rent car and come down and
they do that all the time.
Do you have a guide that can?
We
guide?
have.
I noticed something about having a guide book.
Let me tell you how that works. Let me pick up there by telling you we have 3 different units, which is a cabin. The cabin's called the cabin. The Traveler is a UV that's been turned into a stationary place to stay, and we have the Sundance that you saw as you came in. 2 of them will be 3, and one of them does 2 people at a time. So you can book these places to stay, and
you stay right here. That's what we're doing. We're staying here on the place for a couple of nights.
Stay right here.
Yeah, yeah.
It really makes it
But if
easy.
they don't have a boat, I brought my boats. But if they don't have a boat, you can hire somebody.
If you don't have a boat, you can rent mine. But let's get to the guide. I have a local gentleman here that's just a super gentleman. He has a business here in town, Cerna Air Conditioning, and Cerna Services is what he's really called. But he has the 21, 23-foot Ranger with the live scope, all the electronics. He has both of the lakes mapped out. Yeah. He will guide you. He will even, for a little bit of additional money, he will even supply all the gear.
Okay. The guy can just fly in, come go fishing.
Exactly. And what they do, if they want to use the guide, I forward his contact straight to them so that they can hook up immediately and see if he's going to be available.
Yeah.
So that's how that works.
Yeah. You started this out. You started this lake with 250
fingerlings
that was hand-picked out of 180,000.
Exactly.
By maybe the best biologist that Texas has ever had.
Exactly, which was Harold Arms.
Harold Arms.
Which what a great man.
Yeah. Harold's not with us anymore, but
no, but he's looking down in his legacy. Because
hey, I want to show you something right here. We talk about plastic. look at this. This was spit out. This a bass had it in its mouth and either spit it out or passed it all the way through and come out the other end.
Exactly what happened.
That's exactly what that is. And this is one reason why you never want to throw plastic in a lake after you use it.
In the bottom of the
throw
boat.
it in the bottom of the boat.
Yeah.
And of course, in our lakes, we don't allow anybody to throw any plastic in the lake. But even in a big public lake like Sam Rayburn or Toledo Bend or Texoma or Lake Tenkiller in Oklahoma, where you throw plastic in, it's there forever, basically.
It is.
They got some they call biodegradable, but it's biodegradable in like 3 or 4 years. So, and this is probably passed completely through a fish. Either that or he got it out. Got it out of his mouth. But more than likely, that's been all the way in the fish's belly. More than likely.
It has. You can really tell.
So what I'm doing here is I'm out here cleaning the used plastic out of your lake.
Come on and get you another one of these big fish out of here.
I'm sure trying. Mike, that was a great trip. You showed me what you've got here. It was just great, and talking to you about how you made it like this, and to catch the very first fish out of Camelot over 11 pounds is just amazing. And well, I've caught a lot of fish over 10 pounds, and that's just one more on the deal, which is fantastic. I can't wait to fish out here tomorrow. It's going to be really good and beautiful piece of water. But the amazing thing is there's water everywhere. It's what you've done with it, with the fish and your passion and your excitement for doing the same thing I have the excitement for doing, is creating great fisheries and catching a lot of fish. And, you know, I've tried to create a lot of big fish, but I want big numbers too. But you can't help but have your numbers, and then you take a lot of fish out, but not nearly enough.
Not enough.
Yeah.
I take tons out.
Yeah. But if
I probably take 100 tons out.
Yeah, and still, they just keep reproducing. But the good thing is you got the right amount of food, fertilizing, taking care of the lake, cover, the whole 9 yards, to have a place where I don't know if there's a place in America where you've got a better chance to catch a double-digit fish. And even not just 10 pounds, but 12, 13, 14.
Exactly.
You've caught 2 over 16 that you caught out of here and put in the other lake.
Yes. Amazing.
I enjoyed the evening and got just looking so forward to the next couple of days.
Enjoyed it, Jimmy.
Great
Glad
place.
to have you here,
Camelot Bell. I can't wait. I won't be able to sleep tonight. I will not be able to sleep. I hope you enjoyed that video. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that little bell so it'll ding and remind you, and you'll never miss a Jimmy Houston Outdoors video. Thanks a bunch, guys and gals.